Jarrod. I am now the Digital Communications Manager at Bromford, and that's been 3 years of poisoning people's drinks to make my way up the chain. I've taken over Bromford's digital, looking at social media and the web. And the first thing I've done is put my hands up and completely admit from scratch we haven't got it right, and we're not doing it right. There are many problems that we're facing in our website, from the very technical stuff like we're not mobile ready, through to the fact that we are pushing too much and not creating conversations with our customers. First of all, Paul stole my first point, really then. I have been going to loads of conferences recently and attending lots of events, and these are all builders things like the future of comms, you know, what the next steps are, where is PR going next, and things like that. And what we've actually found is most of those have a section called Why You Should Be on Twitter. And if we're still going to conferences where one of the sessions is why you should be on Twitter or why social media is good for you, as Paul said, there is something extremely wrong. And at some point we need to say, if there are organisations that still aren't using social media and still don't understand where digital is going and what is next, it's probably time that we just, you know, cut the chaff, let them go, just say goodbye, let them fold and disappear into the ether, and let the organisations that maybe aren't doing it right but can understand at least that this is where it's going and this is going to be the future, let those guys take over. Now, I have a friend on Twitter. Paul also has the same friend, and the lab does in general, and that friend is called Bessie. Now, Bessie is a customer of Bromford's, we think, but it's completely anonymous, and Bessie doesn't want us to know about Bessie, but for all the right reasons. Now, the organisation, when they first met Bessie, Bessie challenged us on issues with housing in Lichfield, and the organisation first, the response to that was, let's shut Bessie down. Bessie is challenging us, got negative things to say. I'll change between he, she and it as well, because anonymous, so we don't know sex or gender. But you know, Bessie challenged us, we wanted to shut it down. What we soon realised is actually Bessie's in the perfect place for us. He or it is outside of the business, completely detached from us, isn't part of our bureaucracy or our structure, doesn't know how we work and doesn't care how we work. All they know is they want to make change. And what we soon learned is that there is the best thing that we could ever possibly have. It's someone outside of the business that we can contact and can share skills with. Now, I tried to not plan for this session and get Bessie to plan for me. So I tweeted the other day, and I said to Bessie, what is the future of comms? And Bessie did what Bessie normally does and said, I'm going to write a blog post on it. I'm going to post it in a week, and I want you to write a blog post at the same time, and I want you to publish it at the same time as me, so we can see who's got right and won't give me what they think. But generally, what I found recently, talking to people, I was at a conference last week talking to a guy called Stuart Bruce. He's on Twitter, he's just at Stuart Bruce, but he's he talks a lot about things like social newsrooms, the use of digital in PR and selling yourself to journalists and things like that. But I also found, I didn't know, that he used to be on the board of an Almo. He didn't say who. He went on there as their communications representative. And one of the things he found, one of the difficulties he found is they were talking about, well, the new buzzword right now, if you don't know, is content marketing. So right now we should all be doing content marketing, and that's the thing that is the next generation for PR. Now, there are elements of it that are right, but content marketing is essentially your customer, your tenant magazine, but on the web. And this is what Stuart said, a lot of the things, a lot of this future of comms is just what is already being done. It's just that the platforms or the distribution methods have changed. We're still talking about, the fact that we need to write a story or blog on our website. The other day, we published a how-to guide on the Bromford website, and then we happened to open a tenant magazine called B1 from the archives, and the same article, near enough word for word, was written 10 years ago, but in B1, and we subconsciously channeled B1 and rewrote it on the web. I think the future of comms is already being done. I think what we do now is the future of comms. It's just the delivery methods and the distribution, the conversations about the way we do it that's changed. We need to stop coming to conferences expecting someone to stand at the front and go, this is how to do it, this is the way it's going to work. Because for the most part, you already know, you've already got the creative skills, you've already got the ideas, or you're already doing it. You just have to take a stand back and look at the platform in which you are doing it on.